touching on Shanahan's growth, what have you seen? Is it growth as a head coach, as a leader? Because I feel like he has taken some steps from early in the season where he was combative with you, with other reporters. It felt like he was indignant when he was getting questions about the two quarterback system, which it seemed so obvious he was going to get those questions. But later in the season, and it's fair to point out that the Niners were doing better, so he was probably a little happier in his life, but he seemed to mature a bit.
He was acting like a guy who was on the hot seat. Now, I don't think their Niners were going to fire him, but there was going to be a major shakeup that he would have been responsible for. And I think he cares about his employees' families and futures. He doesn't want a bunch of guys to get fired. So I think he felt the weight of all of that responsibility on him. Like, we need to make the playoffs. And when they lost 4 in a row, it was looking bad. So I'd understand why he was like, I got all this, and I got Grant giving me grief at the same time. Like, screw Grant. I understand that. So that's not the growth I'm talking about. The growth is down 17. Down 17 with the season on the line, and you come back with your run game. Like, you abandon your run game up big in 2 Super Bowls, and that's why I don't really respect you as a coach. Like, I don't. But now I do because of how you came back. And I'm like, wow, really, I don't think you would lose those Super Bowls again. If you were coaching, if he had the maturity now that he had 2 years, 2 years ago, they would have won. Like, had they just kept running Mostert and Debo in the fourth quarter, they would all be champions right now. Trey Lance would be on another team. Jimmy would be here, but they didn't. Right. And so it's really important to see that they did that, because I think Kyle gets it now. Really, he didn't get it until about 2 months ago. But ever since they've been giving Debo Samuel 6 carries a game, they're pretty much unbeatable. Unfreaking beatable. So I give Kyle credit for that.
That is something to be commended, and I do wish he had figured that out a little bit earlier in his career, but he didn't.
Could have done it in the Super Bowl, man. I mean, really, it was right there.
It was. It was. I was sitting in those stands, and I felt like it was a certainty, and as it unraveled, I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it.